welcome to the adventures of Super Clairey. I'm Josh! Today we decided to have a Halloween day because we are getting our kitten on Halloween, so we won't really be able to do anything Halloweeny on the day, so we're doing it now. Hence, that's why we're matching our Halloween t-shirts.
Yep.
So the first thing that we're going to do is carve pumpkins.
Mine's heavy.
They're very big.
Yeah.
Size of bigger than my head. I got pumpkin carving kit from Lidl, which we've opened, and we've decided which ones we're going to do. And we think we're going to have to get a Stanley knife. Is that what it's called?
Stanley knife, yeah.
To cut out the pattern, because otherwise I don't really understand how you do it.
Yeah, it says we must tape pattern onto the pumpkin, trace the pattern, carve it out, and then use the holiday brand Jack-O-Lite. But we couldn't work out how to trace it because the pattern on it, so we obviously have to cut it out, which I didn't factor in to my difficult choice. They're like rated easy. Does it have an age range on it? Not for children under 3. Okay, that's fine. Because
well, that's probably because you know this.
Just add a 0 to that and I'm alright.
Nice.
Yeah. Knives.
Okay, so we've cut out our template. I actually went for a different one because anybody got time for that basically.
Yeah.
And then show yours.
Oh yes, so mine's a pirate face. So it is, because my favourite film is Pirates of the Caribbean. Well,
that's your favourite
film? One
film?
of them. But my favourite ride is Pirates of the Caribbean. Funny enough.
Right, so we'll leave those to one side for now because we have to take out his guts.
Take out his guts, yeah.
So.
Oh, my word.
Oh, okay. This is a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Do you know the story of Jack-O-Lantern and why we do this?
No.
So it comes from an Irish myth about a guy called Stingy Jack.
Okay.
And Stingy Jack decided that he wanted to have a drink with the devil. And so he invited the devil up, and because he's stingy, he convinced the devil to turn into a coin and use the coin, as i.e. the devil, to buy the drinks, and then got the coin back and put the coin into his pocket beside a silver cross so the devil couldn't change back to the devil, of course, and say to the devil, I will only let you go if you promise not to bother me for a year. So then that's what he did, promised, and he turned him back. So Jack goes on and does his thing, and then the devil comes back. Huh?
Can't get it out.
Devil, okay, it's alright. Don't do that. Eat it. The devil comes back in a year, and Jack is still full of his tricks. So what he does is he convinces the devil to climb up a tree for some reason to get a piece of fruit. There we go. Yeah, so he wants to climb up the tree for a bit of fruit, and then what Jack does, tricks him again and draws a cross in the bark of the tree, so the devil can't come down. So Jack again then says that you can't bother me for another 10 years this time, and if you do, and if you don't, I'll let you come down. So devil promises, yeah, I'll do that there. So he lets the devil down, and the devil goes away. So anyway, not long after that there, Jack dies. And God's very upset with him because he's such an unsavoury character, so he doesn't let him into heaven. And the devil, obviously still very angry that he got tricked twice, but still honourably kept his word and didn't claim Jack's soul, which is another stipulation of one of the things that he asked. So what he did was he gave him a burning coal and told him that you have to roam the night forever. And what? Oh yeah. So what Jack did was he hollowed out a turnip and put the coal inside the turnip, and he walked about the earth forever. And he was then known as Jack of the Lantern, aka Jack O'Lantern. And it was an Irish tradition that we would mark this here by hollowing out turnips and potatoes and putting lights inside them and showing them. So if you actually we can probably put in a photograph of that thing.
Turn it.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, that's what.
Isn't it terrifying? It's
Oh yeah, I have seen it before.
It's
actually.
horrific.
Yes,
It's
it
horrific.
looks
So yeah.
weird.
So that's why you do jack-o'-lanterns, because he's a trickster.
Yeah, but why is it pumpkins?
Because when the immigrants moved over to America during
Whenever they moved over.
because of the famine and various other things, there was no jobs and immigration and all that there. We used to use turnips, obviously, but in America you grow pumpkins, so that just served as the replacement. And obviously Halloween's a little bit more of an American tradition in terms of celebrating it, even though it comes from a pagan festival. That's why they use turnips. No, pumpkins.
That's what they use.
Something. It's so terrifying inside. They're so spindly and bit.
So I hate the smell of pumpkin.
Yeah.
That's why they're going to go
They're
outside this year.
They just smell rotten
So
already.
gross. Look.
Smells like gas. Ugh. Do you not think it smells like gas?
I think it smells horrible.
Yeah, well, I guess. See if this works.
Oh.
It's like it boat. Boat is a colloquial term, by the way, for being sick. Do you need to put subtitles down for me as well, or do you think I'm alright?
Oh god.
Didn't even think about that.
If you can't understand Josh, then leave what kind of emoji?
Don't put a clover or something.
That's what I was gonna say, and then you get annoyed.
That would be racialist.
I wonder if you can get a pirate flag emoji.
Yeah, you can do.
No, if you can understand Josh,
Be a pirate. Put a pirate.
Put a pirate emoji.
Mm.
Yeah, that bit.
Oh, I don't really want to touch it. It's disgusting. So, this is what I've got so far out of it. Ugh, it's so rotten. Blah.
We've added our templates to the things. What if we watched something said to cut out slits around the whole thing, which we didn't do, but I would say you definitely need to do that because it's very hard to get it flat on the pumpkin.
Yeah, just sort of around the corners they
Yeah,
got there.
you did it, didn't you?
It sort of helps it sit flush on it a wee bit. Like not really, obviously mine's a very delicate shape around there, so I mean it doesn't really look like much at the minute.
No, I did it with the pen that came with it, and then I've just gone round with the wee thing
Tool.
and put little marks on the lines, and you just did it with a black pen.
A black pen, yeah, sort of.
Which one? Do you want to use a smaller one?
I'll use the smaller one just because mine's a wee bit more delicate than it.
Right, let's go then.
you see what mine is, it's lost
No,
some of the detail.
We'll have to come back to it later, and then when we put the lights in,
Yeah.
we'll maybe see.
He's got tully eyes as well. Well, I suppose it sort of works.
I'm sure it will once the light is in. Right, good job.
Yep.
Hi. Back in the kitchen. It's obviously later on in the day. We went and got some things for lunch, had some lunch, watched some Simpsons Halloween episodes. So now I'm just going to do a bit of baking. Now it's not necessarily Halloween baking, but it's sort of autumny, kind of. Anyway, I'm making brownies and they're going to be s'mores brownies, or schmores as I normally say. So I've got my chocolate and butter here in a bowl. Yeah, so I'm just going to do a bit of baking. I've got my ingredients measured out. I've just turned the oven on. So I've now got my sugar. So I'm going to crack the eggs in there. Got my eggs and my sugar in here, and I'm going to use my trusty KitchenAid, because why do I have it if I'm not going to use it? Right, so it's going to go on full speed. Needs a bit more. Ah! Wrong one! Oh man. Shouldn't let you do that. So what I've got in the tray is I've just got up some chopped up bits of cookie dough that I had made a couple of months ago, don't know. But needs to be used, and it was in the freezer, so I defrosted it and chopped it up and put it in there. So we've got sugar and eggs. Folding, looking good. Sieve. Chocolate chips. Use the rest of that. Mix, mix, mix. Pouring the mixture into spreading all over. Right, going in for 25. In you go. Wish me luck. I'm now going to tidy up. I think the brownies are nearly done, and we're going to go for special topping. If you haven't had these, for some reason these are the most delicious marshmallows ever. I think it is because they're so big. But they're just going to be cut. So if you're wondering as well why I've put this knife in the sugar here, I think it's probably best to do it with corn flour, but I don't have any. But if you make marshmallows at home, you use corn flour mixed with sugar. So I'm just going to cut these, maybe, yeah, I'll cut it into 3, so it's all at similar thickness. I'll do some pink as well. I'm going to need, maybe we'll just do 2 of each. So, they've been in for enough time now, so I'm just going to check how we're doing. It's lately. So keep it going for about another 5 minutes. Maybe I'll do a couple more and then we'll eat some. Okay, I think it's done. Still quite jiggly. I don't know. That's quite crusty. Oh, well that is not done at all in the middle. I feel like I'm on a bloody bake-off. Right, back in you go. I reckon that needs at least another 10 minutes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh! That happened so quickly. Ow! Wow, they were perfect, and then I had to turn the camera on, and that happened so quickly. But I am pretty happy. I'm sure they're going to taste amazing. I've had to open the window or the doors because it's very smoky. So we'll do a taste test of those later when they have cooled down and we can cut them. And brownies are made and cooling off, so we are going to watch the Halloween Boo to You parade from Walt Disney World. What are you doing?
Just putting them on for the effect.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to watch that. No, I've seen bits of it and you haven't seen any of it, have you?
No.
So that's what we're going to do now.
Did we not see this? I don't know if we were there.
No, we've seen Halloween Parade in Disneyland Paris, but not in Disney World.
Oh, is it different?
Yeah, it's different.
Okay.
It's much better.
With a glowing pumpkin to light the way, he's lurking to find his perfect prey. He's the bringer of Halloween fear. Beware.
It's pretty sweet.
It's really cool.
Look at the cast member just. Get her a scooter or something, maybe. Hello.
Here is dinner. We've got hot dogs, fries. Oh! And here's some crispy onions. I know it's not necessarily Halloweeny, but it is like bonfire night food. That's what I was thinking. Last time I did Halloween food, Josh couldn't eat it because it looked too gross, so that's why we're eating this. So we're just gonna taste the brownies. I've probably cut the biggest pieces in the world, but you know, what are you gonna do? Here, here's your brownie. Yeah, I know they're a bit big, don't have to eat it all. Oh, yeah, I think I did a bit too much marshmallow as well. What's it like?
Oh, right.
Nice? Good. Oh, I just fallen apart.
Mm.
It's pretty good. Less marshmallow next time. So it's now 9:15. I don't really know where this day's gone now. This evening we've had our dinner, we've watched the parade, we had the s'mores brownies which were nice, I'll definitely do them a bit different next time, but pretty good. We've just spent the evening watching Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors. Josh is making a cocktail, and we're gonna watch Halloween Town on Disney Plus. Would be Hocus Pocus, but it's not actually Halloween, and must watch Hocus Pocus on Halloween. Josh has made Vampire's Kiss. Cheers.
Cheers.
We're gonna watch a film. Cheers and good night.